What's going on, everyone? Christy with Clutter Reduction Junk Removal, and I want to go ahead and show you the Invoice app that I use. I've mentioned on numerous videos. Honestly, when I first started, I was using paper that I would just make myself on Microsoft Word and then print out, and it was super simple, just grid lines and fill in the information, and you have customer information at the top, sign off on the bottom, done. And I found this Invoice app that is $11.99 a month, or you can do like the whole year, and it's a little bit cheaper. I think it comes out, it's like $8.99 if you do like the whole year. And it's honestly, it's been a game changer for me. It's made things so much easier. There's a good way for me to protect myself against people trying to add on stuff last minute. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you what it looks like in the Play Store, because it seems to be a big problem for people. And then I'm gonna kind of go ahead and show you in general how it can be beneficial and some of the perks of it and stuff like that. So hopefully, if you don't already have some sort of app that you can kind of help automate your invoices, hopefully this will help. So in the Play Store, this is the app right here. Invoice Simple has a little orange check mark. All right, so I went ahead and threw together a little invoice, and this is like, let's just say we were going to be giving an estimate on the job. There is an estimate option for this, but it's all the same stuff, so it doesn't really matter to show you guys. So let's pretend we're going to be going to do an estimate for, let's say, a 2-bedroom house. And I walked by and I added up in my head, okay, I think the living room's going to be half a truck. I think the bedroom's going to be half a truck. I think the living room's going to be 3/4 of a truck, blah, blah, blah. And I came out to 2.25. I can add in my items so they're already pre-saved. So all I have to do is click on added item and type in load, and it'll pull up all my different loads. Go back. So what I went ahead and did was, in my head, I was like, okay, 2-bedroom house, I came out to about 2.25 truckloads. So I just did 2.25 times the truckload price, gave me $12.35. And then I figure it's going to be an additional 2 hours of bagging everything up with somebody else with me. So that's $50 per an hour per person times 4, because 2 hours, 2 people, it's an extra 200. And then this is the little thing we just kind of threw in there. Now, let's say the guy was a veteran, for example. I would go to here, type in veteran. You can also save your discounts just so you have documentation at the end of the year. So then now I would go down to discount, add discount. You can do either a percent or a flat rate. We're going to do percent. And give him a 10% discount for serving our country. And it'll show here how much of a discount that is, $143.53. Now down here, this is what I was talking about in my estimate video. As you're walking around the house, let's say something wasn't going, for example. So these are all gonna be pictures of my cat, because he came over and just plopped down right here when I was filming the video. So let's pretend this is a picture of a living room and the couch is staying, right? But everything else goes. So it made a note that says only the couch stays. Now let's go back. This is the guest room. It's just Bubs again. But guest room, only dresser goes. This is a key note right here. If I took a picture of a whole room, it said only the dresser goes, because that's what the client told me at the time. And you come back and they say, oh no, the whole room goes. I'm going to refer to this page with this photo and say, according to my estimate that when I was here the other day that you signed off on, you told me only the dresser goes. And at that point, you guys need to work out a new price. And then the main bedroom. Let's say, for example, that's not a nice picture. Let's say, for example, everything goes, possibly the armoire, if it's not sold. If I am going to take it the day of, I'm going to tack on an additional $60 to the job, though. So that's kind of like another fun thing, too, is if it's a possibility, you can write it down just so they can't say, oh, I thought it was included. Say, no, I told you it's going to be extra because it's a large, heavy item. And then you can continue adding photos. I also find it helpful if I'm doing a job for like a realtor and they're not there. I can take pictures of everything when I'm done. In the event that if somebody were to go in there and trash a place, at least I know that I left there with everything in good condition. And then you would take your payment, you have your customer sign off on it. It's going to show signed on the date and time. And then you can do your little, prompt, whatever you want to do. You can put in your review link if you want. So every time you send an invoice, somebody will get your link. And then you would hit mark paid when it's paid, and you would send it off to their email or text message. So email or text, whatever you want to do. And then it'll show you a preview as well. So this is what it looked like when I sent it to them. So it's going to have all the information, the pricing, it's going to have the pictures I took with all the notes. So they can't say that they never saw this. And on top of that, history. Once I send it off, it'll show it if it was sent, delivered, and opened. So I can go back and say, well, according to this, you not only got my email, but you opened it as well, which means you saw the invoice. So not that you should have to get that hasty with anybody. That's what I found to be very helpful. Here, now you can look at me. The app also has report features. So you can go back and you can see, okay, this is, how much I've made for each month over the year. This is how many invoices I had. This is how many clients I had. Because you may have repeat clients but multiple invoices, so you're not going to have the same number. And then you can go through and you can break down your items. So like I was mentioning, I had my full chuck price saved. I had my 3/4 full, 3/8, 5/8, blah, blah, blah. I have everything saved in there. So every time I do a job and I insert these things, I'm not just throwing in random numbers. I can go back at the end of the month, at the end of the year, and say, okay, this is how many full jobs I did over the course of the year. And this is good because I can go back and say, this is my average job size, not including discounts or not including material charges or labor charges. So you can get, like, if you really want to sit there and run the numbers and be very analytical about this stuff, that's an easy way to kind of do it. So that's kind of the gist for the app. I find it to be a very helpful app. And, if you guys are still doing paper, maybe this is something that would be good for you. But that is it for me. We are going to carry on with our day. We have to go to a wellness event for something that I am being a vendor for. Say goodbye to Bubs. Say bye. Say bye. Damn it. All right, he's not going to say bye. I'm just going to look at you. But that is it for that, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.